American Beauty's Mena Suvari is raising hell on 6 Feet Under as a daring performance artist who knows how to captivate her audience. Take a look.
She's plunging headlong into the abyss with all her guns firing.
You just tell me what you want and I will deliver!
And it will take you 32 hours of sheer physical agony and you will never let me forget about it!
Okay. Please welcome back Mena Suvari.
Nice to see you.
So, Mena, does your husband look at other women or try to disguise it? I mean, we need to get down to the bottom of this epidemic going on in the world.
He really doesn't. If anything, I'm always checking out women's fashions. So it looks like I'm looking at them, and you know, he's saying that I'm checking them out more than he is. So.
And they never care if you're looking at another guy. They don't care. Right?
He really isn't like that. I've had some relationships in the past where, you know, it was not so good.
Right. We should also explain he's cinematographer Robert Brinkman.
Yeah.
You guys have been married for 4 years.
4 years.
Wow. But he's 16 years older than you, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Any differences there? Do you feel the years there?
Well, I think if anything, he's very secure in what he wants, and I think what he wants is me. So he isn't looking.
Love it.
So we just saw this unbelievable performance that you do on 6 Feet Under. You play this performance artist. She loves it. Every single week she comes in talking about it. But you play this lesbian performance artist, and there are some hot and heavy scenes that go on. Do you take criticism for that? I mean, how does your family feel? Does your mom comment?
Well, my mom really hadn't watched the show before, so she didn't know, you know, what it was going to be like or what my character was really doing. And she saw the 3rd episode where there's a little snippet of me frolicking on the bed with another female and kind of kissing. And I told my mom that, you know, I'm on. And when she watched it, she called me the next day, and it was just this, you know, really quiet voice saying, so I saw the show, are you a lesbian? And I said yes, and she's like, oh, you know, just this really kind of uneasy reaction. She didn't really know what to do, and she was actually watching with her 14-year-old stepdaughter, and she, you know, she didn't know what to expect. So it was
shocked her. An interesting conversation.
It was shocking.
You just shocked her. She didn't know. But you were in American Beauty. We're out there. I mean, that's your thing.
I seem to do a lot of shocking things.
That shocking stuff. You know, we're watching the Claire look at you, the character Claire look at your character, and I'm fully expecting the two of you to be going on the gay cruise any day now, because it looks like the friendship is developing. Is that where it's going?
Maybe. You know, I think for Claire, Edie is somebody that, you know, comes into her life at the right time, and Edie has a lot of qualities that Claire admires, and they just complement each other really well and hit it off, and you'll have to watch.
Now, we were talking about your husband earlier. Do you guys, I know Tim and I always get pressure, you know, are you having kids? Are you starting a family? Have you guys started talking about that?
It's funny because when we met and when we were married, I said, oh yeah, in a couple of years, you know, well, 4 years later, no children, so
we have animals?
Actually, yeah, I have 4 cats now.
0.4?
4 cats.
Oh, 4. I was like, what?
I had. Well, it's kind of embarrassing because he says that, you know, I've turned into this big cat lady, you know, like those people that have like 50 cats, you know, in their house. And we had 2, and just recently I found another 2 that somebody left on the street. So.
Well, you know, I was reading that you were recently in Egypt, and they're big on cats there. And didn't you want to be an archaeologist at one time in your life? I thought that was interesting.
There were several things that I wanted to be. Archaeologist, paleontologist. I grew up in Newport, Rhode Island, and I lived in a house that was built in 1870, and I started this dig. I think I was about 7 years old, and one of my brothers participated in it as well, and we found all kinds of things. We found like a bullet and a rabbit trap, and I found a lot of china that I put together. I mean, I was like 7. I mean, it was interesting. Yeah, I loved it. So I love archaeology, and I'd love to.
Well, maybe you'll do it sometime.
Participate in a dig. That would be fun.
Yeah,
either that or play in the next Indiana Jones movie.
Exactly.
You know, Joy mentioned American Beauty, which is where I first noticed you, and I mean, you were wonderful in that movie, but
that scene of you surrounded by the rose petals, or really covered in them, is one of those scenes that everybody knows, and you constantly see it again and again. And after that movie, I read that you were typecast essentially as this beautiful girl, and very hard for anybody to see you in ugly roles, which is sort of what you wanted.
Well, I just wanted to, there's so many things that I'm interested in, and I think, you know, I did American Pie before American Beauty, and they came out back to back, and, you know, both of them are very, you know, Angela in American Beauty isn't the nicest of girls, but they're both pretty clean cut and, you know, very pretty and blonde and, you know, sensual. And so I wanted to do something. I did a film called Spun that Jonas Ackerlund directed, and it was very gritty and, oh yeah, there. And I I had resin on my teeth and, you know, all kinds of, it was a lot of fun. People couldn't believe that I was the same girl in American Beauty. And
That's good though.
That is
You're
good.
a character actress. You work forever.
well, it was very relaxing because usually you go to the set and you're put into hair and makeup to be made to look better than when you come in, and this was going completely the opposite way, so it was very, you know, very relaxing.
Good for you.
Well, you look great right now, let me tell you, and I have a feeling we're going to be seeing you for many years to come. Please come back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Our thanks to Mena Suvari. 6 Feet Under airs Sunday nights on HBO. Check your local listings for times. We'll be right back.